Hi, thank you for one and all who have subscribed to my video. I think this is the 139th video. By your grace, subscribe and all, I could able to continue in this effort and hope I will get support, the same support from you. And today we are going to put up a video on Indian Contract Act 1872, in which the topic is taken is essentials of a valid contract. What the contract should have. ஒரு கான்ட்ராக்டில் முக்கியமான அங்கங்கள் என்னென்ன இருக்க வேண்டும் என்பதை பற்றி பேச இருக்கின்றோம். First we will see, totally there are 10 things, important things are to be seen. They are: 1, offer and acceptance. Any contract is an agreement enforceable by law, and that should have the offer and acceptance. The offer is always called proposal, and the proposal is to be accepted. The offer, the person who is offering is called offerer, and the person who is accepting is called offeree. And according to section 2 and 3, there should be a proposal, and that should be proposed by offerer, and that should be accepted by offeree. And there should be consideration should also be there. That is the offer and acceptance. Then the second element is the legal intention and relationship of parties. What is the legal relationship and what is the intention of the parties? There should be the binding contract should have a legal intention. There should not be any illegal activity. The contract is meant for legal activity. It is not for sedition or some other violence or some other thing. That is the object enforceable with free consent with a legal object. That is an important thing, legal intention and the relationship of parties. Then third thing is lawful consideration. Lawful consideration means one for another. That is quid pro quo. That is one for another. That is anything which is given to another party and he should offer something, that is called one for another. That is quid pro quo. That is one for another. That should be there. That is called lawful consideration. Suppose if A offer an object, that is car, I am offering the car for selling. B accept it for a sum of rupees offered by A, say for example 1,000 lakh rupees. Then as far as A is concerned, the amount received is called consideration. As far as B concerned, the car received is consideration. So that is called lawful consideration. And the object should also be the lawful object. There should not be any illegal activity. That is called lawful object. The intended object is lawful, should be lawful, and there should not be any against the public policy and other thing. That is called legal lawful object. And the possibility of performance. Once a contract is entered, that should be with the limitation of doing performance. The performance which could not be done should not have the subject of the contract. That is called possibility of performance. Then next thing is free consent, section 14. The consent should be free. There should not be any undue influence, coercion or misrepresentation. The force should not be there. There should not be undue influence by forceful thing. It should not be, and misrepresentation. They are showing one thing and meeting of contract with another thing. That should not be there. That's called misrepresentation. So free consent should be there, and not caused by coercion, fraud and misrepresentation. Then uncertainty. Certain things, uncertain things, it should not be the subject of contract. That is legally void thing should not be the subject of contract, that is called uncertainty. Not expressly, next thing, not expressly declared void. Suppose if the thing is not expressly declared, that is called void contract. So everything should be clearly spelled out, and the other party should also accept it. One party is telling something and other party is accepting as proposed by the other party, and if it is acceptable in condition, then only it becomes contract. So it's called not expressly declared void, means that should be expressly declared. If it is there, it is not void. Not expressly declared void. And then writing and registration of formalities. And what are the formalities? Terms and conditions should be clearly spelled out. That is called writing and registration of formalities. What are the formalities should be there? Contract should be completed within how many months, or what is the payment mode, and whether if it is running contract, what should be done. Suppose say tender, after some month only it will be having the effect. If it is rate running contract, what is the formalities and what are the terms and conditions? These are all should be in writing. That is called writing and registration of formalities, and that should be registered in a document. That means the both parties should sign in it. Then it becomes a contract. Then that is called offer and acceptance with all consideration and other things. Then parties' capacity to contract. The parties should also have the capacity to contract. A minor, so say for example, minor cannot be entered into a contract. Only a major should enter into contract, and the person who enter into a contract should have a sound mind, and legal capacity should also be there. That means a insane cannot enter into a contract. These are all things that is called parties' capacity to enter. So these 10 things are to be there in a contract. தமிழிலே கான்ட்ராக்டுக்கான ஒரு ஒப்பந்தத்திற்கான தேவையானகள் என்னென்ன, ஒரு 10 ஈவன் எசென்ஷியல்ஸ் முக்கியமானவை பற்றி சொல்லிக்கிறோம். ஒன்று ஆஃபர், அக்செப்டன்ஸ். ஆஃபர் என்றால் ஒன்றை ப்ரப்போஸ் செய்வது, இன்னொன்றை அக்செப்ட் செய்வது. இன்டென்ஷன், அது ஒரு சட்ட கருத்தோடு, சட்டத்தை மீறி இருக்கக்கூடாது. லாஃப் கன்சிடரேஷன் என்றால் ஒன்றுக்கு பதிலாக இன்னொன்று கொடுப்பது, அது லாஃபுல்லாக இருக்க வேண்டும். அந்த கான்ட்ராக்டுடைய முடிவு என்பது லாஃபுல் ஆப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்க வேண்டும். அடுத்ததாக பாசிபிலிட்டி, ஒரு கான்ட்ராக்டை விடும் பொழுது அல்லது கான்ட்ராக்டை பெறும் பொழுது அதனை நடத்தி முடிப்பதற்கானதாக இருக்க வேண்டும். தென் ஃப்ரீ கன்சன்ட், சம்மதம் தருவது, எந்தவித ஃபோர்ஸ், ஒரு பலவந்தம் இல்லாமல் இருக்க வேண்டும். அதற்கு அன்டு இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் என்று பேர், கோயஷன் என்று பேர், மிஸ்ரெஸ்பிரசன், அதெல்லாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது என்று அர்த்தம். தென் சிலவற்றை தெளிவாக சொல்லவில்லை என்றால் அது வாய்ட் அக்ரிமெண்ட் ஆகும். எல்லாவற்றும் தெளிவாக கான்ட்ராக்டில் சொல்லப்பட்டிருக்க வேண்டும். ரைட்டிங் அண்ட் ரிஜிஸ்டர் ஃபார்மாட், என்னென்ன கடைபிடிக்க வேண்டும் என்பதை எழுத்து மூலமாகவும் அதனை பதிவு செய்ய வேண்டும் என்றால் அதனை இருவரும் கையெழுத்திட்டு சம்மதம் தெரிவிக்க வேண்டும். பார்ட்டிஸ் கெப்பாசிட்டி கான்ட்ராக்ட், யாரெல்லாம் மைனர் கேனாட் என்ட்ரி இன்டு கான்ட்ராக்ட், சவுண்ட் மைண்ட் இல்லாதவர்கள், அதாவது இன்சேன் மைண்டு, ஒரு பைத்தியம் கான்ட்ராக்டில் என்ட்ராக முடியாது. ஆகவே அவர்களுக்கு லீகல் கெப்பாசிட்டி என்பார்கள். சட்டப்படியான அவர்களுக்கு தகுதி வாய்ந்திருக்க வேண்டும். ஆக இந்த 10 நிறைவேற்றப்பட்டால் அவர்கள் கான்ட்ராக்டில் என்ட்ரானால் அது செல்லுபடியாகும். இவைகளெல்லாம் தேவை என்று இந்த வீடியோவில் நாம் குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கின்றோம். With this we conclude this video.